Hello, good morning students. Today we are going to see about the first chapter in communication. Here we are just taking the class for EDU FASH and then it is ICAI syllabus we are covering there for Chartered Accountant. 40 marks there for communicative English. Here for this, the first portion is communication, where we have to derive the word communication is Latin. This communication is a Latin word which is meaning communicare. This communication is the word which is derived from Latin communicare. The meaning of the word is sharing the information. What are the process is there in the communication is, it is exchanging the information. If you want to pass your information means through communication is possible. And what are the ideas you have and thoughts, feelings, emotions, everything is possibly we are expressing through communication. And sometimes we are using some signals and writing, and our behavior also shows our communication. These are the ways we can communicate with others. All the time the spoken mode is not important. Sometimes writing mode and our behavioral form is also important there for communication. And next thing is, for communication, two persons is compulsorily needed. One person is the sender of the information is called encoder, and then the person who is receiving the information is called decoder. So once the communication is there, we need two persons. One is the sender and the receiver. We are just telling in the technical name encoder and then the decoder. After receiving the message of encoder, the decoder is giving the feedback of what he received from the communication. The communication there are many steps inherent to all kind of communication. What is the need for communication is, there may be some purpose or reason for communication. And one more thing is, what is the content of the message you want to pass. Here the medium of conveying the message. Now I will be passing the information through internet. Sometimes we are writing the text to some people. We are speaking with people by showing the pictures and by showing some gesticulation. In order to make the person to come here, we are just nodding or we are just asking by clapping hands. By that, by gesticulation also we are passing the communication and we are transmitting the message. So communication is possible by all through these means. And next one, the messages are often misinterpreted due to external disturbances. While we are talking something, they may misheard our talking or they receive the information in a different manner. That is, we have to make sense what we are communicating to others. That is, encoder is to be more careful what the decoder is receiving the message. And then this communication may be possible through interpreting the figuring out of the message. That is, we may give some graphical thing for our presentation. Here the process of communication, we should be more careful in that. The first process is the sender. The sender is sending the information to the sender is sending the message and it is encoding through the proper channel. After this, sometimes this noise may occur, so it would create disturbance, and the receiver is receiving the message. While the receiver is receiving, he is decoding the message now, and after decoding the message, he is passing the feedback. Now the feedback is to be sometimes positive and then sometimes maybe negative, because if you are hearing my language properly, automatically the positive feedback would come. But due to the noise, if the voice is not clear, there is a communication barrier, and through proper channel this receiver is sending the information to the sender. So these are all the things we have to be very much follow there in the process of communication. Here the sender is sending the message through proper channel and receiver is giving feedback through channel, and sometimes this noise and barrier would make the person to have a encoding and decoding message in a proper way. And next one, what are the different types of communication? A good understanding of different types of communication is possible by enhancing your personal and professional relationship. what are all the professional relationship we can resolve is, once we are having the very good communication means we can resolve any kind of misunderstanding, and then we can give a successful businessful venture, and sometimes joyful personal life is also there with the communication. Sometimes many people feel sorry for their behavior, but they never ask sorry or pardon to the people which they cause very much burden to them. But once we have the effective communication, they will ready to ask apology and make their sorrowful life into a joyful one. So this is the important thing we have to follow. And there are communication strategy at the time of COVID. It is very much important, it seems. That is, we are having the 3 broad categories of communication: verbal, non-verbal, and then visual communication. Here the purpose and style of communication are mainly based on formal and informal. Some officials, if you are talking with some people, if he is a senior person, we have to be very much formal. But if you are talking with our friends, relatives, or with our parents, we have to use the informal communication. Here, for communication, we are using verbal and non-verbal method. For verbal communication, it involves the use of words, language in the link to the intended message. So, once you are speaking with other people, you should be very much careful how you are communicating, whether using the proper language. And sometimes you are having a written mode of communication too, and then the oral form of communication too. And here, the letters, that is this written communication, what are all the modes we can communicate is, we can write a letter to the senior officials, and we can maintain the document, and we can send an email, and we can prepare our report. Sometimes we are using our handbooks, brochures, and various chat platforms, that is WhatsApp and so many chat from Telegram and like that, and SMS, and any form of written interaction between the people. All are used there for written communication. And the next one is, for written communication, we should be more writing more interactions through contracts, memos, and press releases, and the formal business proposals are also coming there in the written communication. Here the legal instructions and documentation is also there in the written communication. But once we are using the written communication, we should be more careful about the grammar, vocabulary, and clarity. Why? Because once you are using the written communication, the style of your writing style is more important, and then your grammar, writing style, grammar, vocabulary, and then clarity. These are all the important things you have to be more careful while in your communication. And next thing is, for oral communication, we are having face-to-face communication. 2 people talking in a dialogue format. It is face-to-face communication. Next one is telephonely. Once you are talking with the people through telephone, we are having a telephonic communication. Next one, voice chat. That is, we were having a voice chat and video conferencing. Now we are having our classes through this Google Meet. So video conferencing is also one of the formal mode of communication. Then while we are having the communication, the mass group of people, we are attending the communication through lectures, conference, seminars, meetings, and sometimes we are having some informal conversations through chit chat, gossips also. And once we are having the effective oral communication, what all the important thing we need is clear speech. Once you are speaking, our speech is to be clear, and our tone should be in a very authoritative way, because we are not telling any lies. If you are speaking truth, if your tone is very much bold. And one more is, when you are speaking, your voice should be not too high, not too low. So you have to maintain the medium level. And once you are communicating with others, you should never be too fast and too slow. It should be in a medium way. So you are using the very good methodology of communication. And non-verbal communication such as body language, visual cues, these are all things is not possible to telephonic communication, but once we are communicating in a one-to-one phase, automatically this gesticulation may be partial. Next one is, for verbal communication is the easiest and fastest mode of communication, but only 7% people are using this verbal mode. Why? Because many people are having a fear to communicate in English. That's why they are avoiding this verbal communication. And next one is for non-verbal communication. We are having that is the process of sending and receiving the message. For physical non-verbal communication, sometimes instead of speaking, we are just clapping the hand, we are just nodding our hand, that is nodding our head, or we are just asking through by just waving our hand. So all the things will be coming there for non-verbal communication. And using para language, instead of speaking elaborative sentences, we are using cut-off sentences for calling someone. Next one is aesthetic communication through dance, by showing the paintings, or by showing some drawings, or by just showing some aesthetic beauty. By we can communicate. By seeing the picture of a young man, we feel the youth. By seeing the picture of Mother Teresa, we feel the love. So by seeing the aesthetic beauty, automatically without any word, we understand what is the meaning in it. So aesthetic communication. And next one is appearance. Wherever we go, we have to identify our communication through appearance. How we are just looking sad or happy. By that means we are feeling the communication. So this is the first part of our communication. The next level I'll just upload in the next video. So prepare well for your exam, students. Stay home, stay safe. Thank you very much.